When you look up the definition for luck, you will find that it is a word that varies in its meaning. Its context varies based on philosophical, religious, mystical, or emotional beliefs. Luck is a purposeless, unpredictable, and uncontrollable force that can shape events favorably or unfavorably. In my case, I experienced the favorable and the unfavorable. We're doing all kinds of tests. I'm breathing fast, I'm breathing slow, I'm breathing into a machine, and nothing is coming back showing any issues with my lungs. On Friday, July 12th, I go to see the doctor for another follow-up, and just as I'm about to leave, he grabs me and says, "Hey Dan, since we're not finding anything in your lungs, let's just have you go do some blood work." I'll never forget the next day, on Saturday, July 13th, I get a phone call from my doctor early in the morning, and he leaves me a voicemail. And you know when they say that the doctor's only gonna call you if there's something wrong? Well, in this situation, there was.
Danny, this is Dr. Weinberg calling. I'm calling this morning because I received a call this morning from the lab about your blood results, which we have to discuss. Give us a call back in the office. It is important that you call us back as soon as you can, because one of the things that's abnormal with your blood is, you're anemic, but you should not be playing sports or going running right now. You have to talk to me.
After hearing that voicemail, my girlfriend and I hustle to the hospital that my doctor tells me to go to, which is Lenox Hill Hospital. We get into a room, they do some more tests, take more blood work, and doctors come back and tell me something I thought I'd never hear. And they tell me that I have cancer. And my response was, I wanted to know if I had a chance. Was there a chance that I was gonna have to beat this thing? Was it beatable? Was it treatable? And was it, most importantly, curable? That's all I wanted to know. Whatever the cards dealt, whatever kind of cancer it was, I just wanted to know if I had a chance. That's what people always ask me. Did you ask if you had a chance? And I did. The first big phase of my treatment was at Lenox Hill Hospital, where I received the first round, as you would say, of chemotherapy. My doctor there, Dr. Dan Exter, told me that I had something called a Philadelphia chromosome, which is a genetic mutation. So another unlucky break for me. With that diagnosis, I was going to need a bone marrow transplant. So while I'm at Lenox Hill, the search for a bone marrow donor has begun. They test your siblings to see if any of your siblings would be a match for you to get the transplant. I had one brother, and my chances were 25% of him being a match. Well, that's all we needed, because my only brother, my one sibling, Jason, would end up being my donor. And with the unlucky, in that instance, came a little strike of luck. After being treated for about a month in Lenox Hill Hospital, I was then treated as an outpatient, getting chemotherapy for the next couple of months. Once that was done, the next step was for me to be admitted to Memorial Sloan-Kettering Cancer Center, where I was under the care of Dr. Esperanza Papadopoulos. This is where I would receive my bone marrow transplant. And the process leading up to that transplant was very tough. The full body radiation, chemotherapy, it was a long journey. But in the end, when I received the bone marrow transplant, they say it's almost like getting a second chance. It's almost like being reborn. And for me, it was a very special moment. I'm very lucky with my circumstances. A year later, I look back, and on Thanksgiving of this past year, we celebrated a year that I received my bone marrow transplant. And just to be around friends and family, I'm so lucky to be able to celebrate such a milestone in my life was very important to me. Sitting in the hospital, I had so much time to think and reflect, and I knew if I made it out of here, I wanted to give back. I wanted to give back not only to the cancer community, but I wanted to give back to Sloan-Kettering. And that's where my idea for Layups for Life came about. I knew that I wanted to partner up with Sloan-Kettering Cancer Center and find a way to give back and show my appreciation and gratitude for everything that they did for me. I came here to Roxbury High School, my alma mater, and I was so grateful to them in opening their doors and being a part of this event. Sign up your team, register. It's going to be a great day filled with contests, prizes, a raffle, and I look forward to seeing everyone coming out to join a great cause.